The US M1 helmet, an icon of World War II. Here's a brief introduction. This is the helmet the M1 replaced. This is the British-style Brodie helmet, which was worn by the United States forces from the time of the First World War right through until 1941, early 42. It's easy to see when placed side by side the radical nature of the American design, so much taller than the British-style Brodie helmet. Compared with the British-style liner, this one is an actual British helmet from World War II, but gives you a rough idea of the rather basic liner inside. If we look at the US helmet, we see a much more sophisticated strapping and lining system inside. In fact, the American liner is unusual in that it comes out, so we have basically two helmets for the price of one. Here we can see the helmet disassembled. On the left is the steel outer shell with the chin straps attached, and on the right the lightweight liner. World War II American helmets are clearly marked with a heat stamp which is placed on the underside of the peak, just underneath here. So if you turn the helmet upside down, you will find it located just here. One of the best ways to identify the US M1 World War II helmet, as opposed to its later post-war brothers, is to look at the edge of the helmet, particularly here. As you can see around the rim is turned back on itself, and it has a seam where the two pieces of metal join. If the seam is at the front, as with this helmet, this means it is a World War II helmet. However, in late 1944, the American government moved the seam to the rear, so that can lead to some confusion, but of course there are other ways we can actually examine this helmet to determine whether it's World War II. But remember, if you see the seam at the front, it is most definitely a Second World War helmet. Earlier Second World War M1s had fixed bales, which means that the thing through which the chin strap goes was fixed onto the helmet so it couldn't move. Unfortunately, when soldiers dropped them, they often broke off, so instead they brought in this, which is a swivel bale, as we can see here. You'll notice also that the helmet's chin strap is sewn directly onto the swivel bale. This is another indication of a Second World War period helmet. Here's another US M1 helmet. You might notice also that the chin straps are slightly different on this model. The shape is the same. We have the front seam exactly the same as the other one, but in this case the chin straps are actually clipped on. Okay, but this type of colour is also a Second World War colour for chin straps.